Hello, once again, it's me, Garage Guy, Dale Tanhardt. It's the Garage Guys NASCAR podcast, race preview show.
Live from St. Louis, Worldwide Technology Raceway. We are here for the Bommarito 500 weekend. By the time you see this, it'd be about, hopefully, a couple hours before green flag. You come back on Sunday, you will have missed the IndyCar race. I know a lot of people watch on Sunday morning before the NASCAR race starts, which is the Go Bowling at the Glen in Watkins Glen, New York. Really cool place. Is on the bucket list for sure, but this is also a cool place, and we got some Saturday night racing in the IndyCar series. So we're going to talk some IndyCar bets. We're going to talk some NASCAR bets. We're going to talk some NASCAR DFS as well. So where should we start? It is a packed weekend. It sucks where we are right now because practice and qualifying for the Cup Series is happening right now as we speak.
I'm going to tell you where we start.
And we both have bets on it. So
this is where we start.
Tough.
I'm saying fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. I said now we're up in the big leagues.
You know, when I look at the analytics and our retention rate drops for this episode,
as long as we living,
that's why.
Lunatic's prayer. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Blood batter up. Shout out to Nelly. We're in St. Louis. You fucker. You should have known that song. Damn.
I'm not saying I didn't know it, but I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer, and when you sing, it makes me not want to sing even more.
That's great. That makes me happy because I'm the only one that sings. All right, so
and Ben Rhodes does too.
And Ben Rhodes, Shout
Rhodes
out to him. He should have got a Grammy by now.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, for sure.
But there's really no trucks to talk about at all this weekend. So RIP to trucks. They'll be back soon.
I say we start with IndyCar, right?
That's where I was gonna say we start after I sung Batter Up.
So the Bommarito 500 tonight. Weather could be an issue. It's beautiful right now. Feels good. Mid-high 70s. Nice breeze.
Good
However, the weatherman apparently is not confident about what is going to happen tonight when storms move in. So first thing I have to say is strategy might be a massive factor tonight.
Huge.
With underdogs potentially trying to stay out or pitting early to get an advantage. I don't know how it's going to shake out, but strategy could be in play for somebody to come steal a win, steal track position. If it lightnings, we're past halfway, the race will be official, and someone like Takuma Sato, Devlin DeFrancisco. I mean, who fucking knows who can take advantage of that kind of stuff. Scott Dixon's team's always been really good at strategy. They might be a little behind on speed, so watch out for Scott Dixon. They won at Nashville due to strategy a couple weeks ago. So
how about Marcus Erickson? Let's talk about him and how he was just zooting around this track yesterday. Like, he was just like borderline drifting, putting up that qualifying lap that he did.
Yeah, I mean, he qualified second, I believe, and his line is still favorable. Sportsbook's around 700, 800, 900, and Will Power gets the pole. Actually ties Mario Andretti's record for the most poles in IndyCar Series history. I believe 67 poles. Yeah. Shout out to Will Power, and shout out to the Will Power fan that helped bring that juju with the big old face sign. I don't know if anybody saw that on social media.
But Power is a great thing. It literally is the reason you're watching this. There are a lot of energy providers out there in America. Shout out to energy providers. A good energy provider for me is Hooters. I like to eat at Hooters. Shout out to Hooters, by the way. They sponsor this podcast. And right now, if you get over to Hooters or you download the Hooters app or go to order.hooters.com, you can use promo code GarageGuys. And if you're like me and you're on the go, you can save $10 off any $30 order when you use promo code GarageGuys on the Hooters app or order.hooters.com. A lot of that is repeating itself, but it is valid at participating locations for delivery and carry-out orders only.
Yeah, and if you like to dine in, take a breather, sit down, regain some energy, have a good time, maybe drink a beer, a nice cold fat mug of a Budweiser on draft at your local Hooters.
With the frost.
Tell them Dine and Dale sent you. Use promo code GarageGuys just by telling your waitress about promo code GarageGuys, and you can save $10 on any dine-in order, $40 or more, valid at participating locations, and offers redeemable for food, non-alcoholic beverages, and merchandise. You're going to get a beer. Hey, you got to pay for the beer separately. No problem. Split the tab up. Food, merchandise, non-alcoholic beverages. Save $10. Any order $40 or more. And tell them Dine and Dale sent you.
I love that. That was a plug for Hooters. We love Hooters.
That's the weekly plug.
And Hooters loves us.
Yes.
But back to IndyCar. Yeah, it was great. Will Power did get the pole. We had the contest here. We're at Worldwide Technology Raceway. We picked the winner. We did get a winner, and this morning we got that winner's name. So just want to give a quick shout out to our guy. His name is Joseph. Last name could be completely messing this up, but I think it's George Leone, which honestly is probably
pretty
one of the most
last name.
Yeah,
George
that's
Leone.
a badass name right there. So they won tickets to the race and paddock passes for this one. It's not over yet. There's a link that if you go follow WWT Raceway online, you click that link, you'll see a video of us, and you can just pick who's going to win the race. And if you're right, you'll be entered for a chance to win 2 tickets and paddock passes for 2023. So shout out to that contest. It's a great one. But, yeah, Will Power, that was huge for him tying with Mario Andretti. Those cars, man. Indy Lights, the greatest racing / dubstep concert to ever exist.
Yeah, Indy Lights was going. This is qualifying going on right behind us. And as we started this, somebody just wadded it up in turn 3. They towed the car right in front of us, definitely backed it up into the wall. So people are flowing in this weekend. And shout out to Worldwide Technology Raceway out here in Gateway. They have done a phenomenal job with their marketing and planning just an awesome all-out event weekend.
They're great people.
Been a lot of racing going on from Friday, Saturday. Hey,
Let's
how's
go.
it going?
Let's go. They're just great people. They're great people here, like family.
Absolutely. We just saw great people just wave at us. So
yeah, a lot of fans.
It's a fantastic event. A lot of people were here for the NASCAR race. It was unbelievable. The NASCAR race was phenomenal. I expect the same kind of energy, the same kind of excitement level tonight for the Bommarito 500. So I'm going to just walk into my first pick while you're looking at odds, I guess. Which, by the way, tell me what Erickson is because I'm interested. But Scott Mclaughlin. Scott Mclaughlin, I took before practice, before qualifying. Top 5 at plus money, which is now gone forever, and I'm sorry for you. If you could have seen that if you watched Dale Center, if you follow the Discord, you would have seen Scott Mclaughlin top 5 at plus 125. I'm still on him to win. Plus 850 is what I've seen through most books, 800 to 900 range. I got him at 10 to 1. I still think it's worth it at plus 850, plus 900. He's been excellent at ovals. His one start here, he finished in the top 5. And look at Texas, he finished second. Should have won that race, got passed on the final turn of the final lap. Should have had 2 top 5s at Iowa, but in the first Iowa race, had an issue on pit road, like a loose wheel or something, and finished 22nd, 23rd. Finished top 5 in the second Iowa race. So a guy that's been fantastic on ovals in his short career. Give me Scott Mclaughlin. I still like top 5 if you get it around minus 105, minus 110, I think is worth it. I think there's no question in my mind he runs top 5 tonight and contends for a victory. So I'm all over Scott Mclaughlin on bets.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, Scotty, shout out to Scotty actually behind us. You can't see it, but there's a giant, very like soft quilt-like banner that has Scott staring at us.
Wind. Yeah, so it's like
it kind of looks like a fish right now.
He kind of does, or a shark.
Yeah, a very like a hammerhead shark. The way it's bending and blowing. Just farting all over that racetrack, boy.
Dude, love that.
Yeah, we love it.
See him wiggling. He was trying to get the tires nice warmed up for this one.
Getting that wiggling that ass a little bit.
So, yeah, I'm on Scotty. What are you thinking?
Scott, he's plus 800 on Barstool Sportsbook. I think he's plus 200 for a top 3 right now. That's what I'm looking at.
I like that.
But I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go. I'm gonna pick the favorite here. I mean, I picked Will Power. Like, even though I couldn't bet on it for the qualifying, which is pretty dumb, we should figure that out. Sportsbooks across America. Plus 300 Will Power. I'm going to go ahead and load up on it. I want to take it. I feel good about the Will Power. I like Powerline from the Goofy movie. I like the song Power by Snap. I got the Power. So, of course, Will Power. I'm also a Verizon customer.
Power by Kanye West, too.
Power by Kanye West. Great song. I remember when that music video came out. I thought it was Illuminati.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So
great times. I
do love Will Power, and he was the guy that I bet on to win. I'll never let that die. At the Indy Road Course race in 2021, I bet on him, didn't even know who he was. And now I know a lot about him. So I'm going to go plus 300 Will Power to win on an oval. Hadn't happened in a minute. When's the last time a man's won on an oval?
Man, I actually don't know the answer to that question. I would be lying if I did. But he's had speed. He had speed at Iowa. He's had speed here in the past. He did win the Indy 500 in 2017, I believe. 2017, 2018, one of those 2 years he won the Indy 500. Oh, 2018, sorry.
There it is.
But I actually couldn't tell you the last time he won on an oval, but we know Will Power's had speed. He's in the championship hunt for a reason. And I feel like when we look at these odds, you can get Will Power around plus 300 on some books. I think DraftKings has him at 300. Newgarden's around 250 to 300. I feel like you're going to have to pick one of those guys, as shitty as it sounds. Penske has just been so good here that I feel like you need to pick 2 Penske guys in order to feel confident about hitting a to-win bet. So it gets tricky there. I haven't decided which one I'm going to be on there, but I know Scott Mclaughlin boasts a lot of value right now, even after qualifying, after having speed, and a guy that's proven he can be successful on ovals. So I'm on McLaughlin. He's on Will Power. And I'll add Pato O'Ward. Pato O'Ward I took at plus 500 to win before practice and qualifying. He qualified 7th. Some books still have him at that exact same value, but I've seen a couple books that have moved him to an 8-1. If you see 7-1 or 8-1 on Pato O'Ward, you got to take that. In my mind, you got to take that. So I'm on Pato and Scott McLaughlin to start out.
So Pato, you did talk about him on Dale Center, correct?
Yes.
So yeah, you had him. Pato is not a bad pick at all. He'll probably be in my arsenal as well.
Look at 2022. Look at the Oval Masters. It's really been Scotty, Pato O'Ward, and Joseph Newgarden.
Yeah.
Throw in Marcus Erickson winning the Indy 500, which is a big deal. And similarly, this track is kind of a one-groove racetrack. We'll see if that changes tonight. I saw some promising information that says there could be some passing, multiple grooves. But because of Indy, you got to consider Marcus Erickson too.
Yeah, and I'm going to be straight with you. These picks that we've already talked about, Scott McLaughlin, we literally talked about Pato just now, and of course talked about Will Power. That'll probably be the 3 guys that I pick outright to win, straight up. But I don't want to leave it there. I at least want to give you guys one more Indy bet. I'm looking over on Barstool Sportsbook right now. I'm seeing one here that is kind of risky, but I think I want to take it just because it's plus odds. Alexander Rossi over Takuma Sato. So Takuma looked pretty good.
Takuma's good here, man. I think he's had like 3 consecutive top 10s, a couple in the top 5.
He looked good.
Was the thing here. Yeah, he did have speed in qualifying. I think he qualified 9th, but he is with Rick Ware / Dale Coyne, whatever they name their team, Coyne Rick Ware Racing. They have struggled this year, and they've had a lot of issues. So maybe him being in a new team, or it's not new anymore really because we're almost done with the season, but it's been a struggle for those guys this year is essentially what I'm trying to say. So Rossi has also had his struggles, but I guess he's got a little bit more momentum after winning and breaking that winless drought. So
maybe a little Napa know-how.
I'm not going to bet that, but hey, trust the energy, trust the gut.
That's it. So that's a matchup bet right there. That's really all I'm carrying to bet on IndyCar for this weekend.
I'm just kind of undecided. We got with what time we're filming this at right now compared to what time the race starts. I've got time to figure out who I want. I'm not going to lie.
It's not about him. It's about you.
Exactly. So I'm trying to help you out. I don't want to just give you too much and not feel confident about it. But we will be dropping IndyCar betting cards later this afternoon.
And watch the race.
Be on the lookout for that.
Watch the race.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It's going to be, as soon as the Xfinity race is over, you can just have a seamless transition right into this race tonight. So
that's correct.
I think it'll be fantastic.
So now that we've kind of covered IndyCar, you know what's up there. Let's go ahead and talk about some NASCAR. Here is something crazy. I have not logged one bet on the Action app, which, by the way, you should follow that. You'll get my bets, Dale's bets on the Action app. That's where we put our Cup card. That's where it exists. Haven't logged one this week. The hype has all been about Chris Buescher or Christopher Buescher, if you like to call people things that Dale Jr. called them. Christopher Buescher was plus 2,500 really to kick the week off. Plus 3,000 is what he opened at. And I think you pulled the trigger at plus 25. First time you've done that in a while, actually.
Yeah, I feel the energy with the. It seems like when guys interact with Dale Jr., good things tend to follow, right? We've seen guys come on like Denny Hamlin went on the Dale Jr. download, wins the next week at Charlotte, the Coke 600, and we've seen a couple other instances where he has just indirectly blessed somebody. And I feel like Christopher Buescher could be that guy. He's got a steaming amount of momentum leaving Richmond, a track that nobody thought he would perform as well as he did. almost stole that race from Kevin Harvick. And if you look at the data on road courses, you just can't pass it up at 25-1. The guy had winning speed at Sonoma. He had top 5 speed at Road America. Look at those last 2 races. Indy road course, we didn't even get to see his full potential because his car caught on fire. Still came back and finished 10th after being 2 laps down. So when you consider all that data, the momentum on Christopher Buescher's side, he's been great at the road courses, and he was fast in practice earlier when I looked. Unfortunately, not looking at that right now, but he was top 5 in Group A on practice in the Cup Series for Watkins Glen. So 25-1. I don't know if it'll be there after qualifying because I think he'll qualify top 10, but you might be able to. I can't say I would bet it below 15-1. I would say.
I think that's smart. But I think it's good. Even though we love him, it's smart.
You know what? Go ahead. I could go on and on about going back and forth in my head.
And I want you to go on and on because I have no bets. I have no bets logged. I have nothing really to discuss. This is you. Let's recap Dale Center. Let them know what's up.
You got some DFS, though, right?
It was a secret. It was a secret.
Well, we got to find out eventually.
Welcome to the Core 4. It's back, bitches. We're going to be talking about 4 of my favorite DFS plays for the week. I'm excited about it. I'm happy. I got to play DraftKings last week. We did damn good.
A little bit of buzz came back, right? All right, well, I already talked about Chris Buescher. We don't have odds right now. We don't know what he's going to be after. I would bet it down. For him to win, I'd bet it down to 15-1 and maybe 13 to 14-1 at the absolute minimum. So there you go. That's my first pick is Chris Buescher. If you missed out on 25-1, there's no reason you should have missed out, though.
No.
Because I logged this bet on like fucking Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, actually maybe it was
They
Thursday.
get notifications.
You had plenty of time to check it out.
You have the ability to get notifications.
So yeah, Chris Buescher.
You can't complain.
Chris Buescher's the first play. I think he's going to be fast. I think he runs top 10 all day.
Look, it's funny because I'll go ahead and just say it straight up. I actually logged him. That was a car. I actually logged him on my article this morning, which is out right now. You can go check it out on GarageGuysFantasySports.com. Literally, DraftKings DFS plays, they are back. I'm excited. I opened up the article this morning with an old adage to ESPN NASCAR, back in the saddle, Aerosmith, the whole video. It's on the article. You can watch it. Play that before you read it. It really will get your blood going. I listened to it in a Starbucks this morning, and if you've ever listened to anything hype in a Starbucks, you get looked at really fucking weird, especially when you're bobbing your head and there's only elevator music playing through the speakers. So I got real pumped up in the Starbucks.
Good.
So we'll go ahead and talk about it. The lineups that I have, I went ahead and built an early lineup. I went ahead and put it in the Discord as well. Also, Mike, I love you, dog. DraftKings ain't going to do shit about posting no lineups because I had the same concern a couple years ago, found out it was okay. Post your lineups. Sharing is caring. Remember that. If we all going to bag a tourney, we all got to do it together. So, Chris Buescher is one of the guys that's in this lineup, 7,800. The salary is a little bit higher, I will say that. However, everything that Dale has already said about Chris Buescher, all the momentum, everything we had him in our lineups last week. Might as well go ahead and throw him in there this week. Nobody saw him doing the shit he did at Sonoma.
7,800 seems cheap to me, considering how good he's been on road courses.
Top 10s at every road course except for COTA this year.
There you go.
That's something to be proud of. So, yeah, 7,800, that's about a medium price. That's a medium play right there for a big return.
A guy that could win. A guy that could literally win.
Could win a race.
And run top 5. 7,800, I think, is a bargain. That's just my opinion.
I mean, you know me. I'm kind of a cheap boy. I like to spend as less money as possible. It's just kind of in my blood. I had no choice. Ramen noodles for life. Shout out to Big Baby Scumbag. But, I had to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. Threw him in the lineup. I think he's definitely worth the play there.
Yeah.
So
I'll bounce it back to the betting side. You talk about spending less money on somebody. This is something I'm going to spend more money on. And that is, I already did spend more money on it, by the way. And you could have seen it on the Action Network. You could have seen it on Dale Center. Chase Elliott for a top 3. I hope he wins the poll because I have money on him, and I have no idea what's going on right now, and I'm so fucking nervous because he was one of the fastest guys in practice.
I
got him and Larson. I got him. No. I want to find out later. Oh, I'm scared.
Can I play Bob Pockerson notifications? Bob Pockerson notifications?
Just pull the NASCAR app up.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
it, dude.
what I thought.
I got Elliott, Larson, and Byron for the poll.
Yeah, and I have Larson, Cindric, and Blaney for the poll. So, got a little practice data.
No, this is qualifying.
The qualifying.
This is
right
Group
here?
1. So Elliott first, Buescher second, Bowman third, Larson fourth. Okay.
Oh, those Buescher odds are
Blaney,
about to shoot.
you had Blaney, right?
I did have Blaney. He's down yonder.
Damn, yeah, he is not going to advance.
No.
So So Larson may not advance because he's still got Allmendinger and Logano who could break that top 5.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we got Larson.
But Elliott's in.
Yeah.
Elliott's in.
Elliott
Okay.
and Larson.
That's
They're
good.
in there
Okay.
right now.
Anyway, so Chase Elliott for top 3 was at plus 155 via Barstool Sportsbook. I hopped all over that. On Dale Center, I talked about plus 140. I don't know if the line moved or if I missed something, but 140 I think is worth it. Plus money for a top 3 for Chase Elliott is worth it. I don't give a shit what it is. Even money is worth it. Now it's going to be, after what I just saw on that data sheet, it's probably going to be gone. And yeah. I hate that for you. But what you can do is take Chase Elliott to win. I think even if he gets to the pole, he won't move too much from plus 500 because that's where he kind of has been floating around at. Plus 400, maybe plus 350. I feel like this field is too competitive for him to move past plus 400 going towards the even money side. So Chase Elliott to win is in top 3 favorite bets of the weekend by far.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit shorter odds than we had anticipated, but the good news is this. At $10,700, the most expensive on the board in DraftKings, which is essentially the same thing as short odds, you can go ahead and put him in your lineup. He is one of the guys that I wrote about this weekend as well. He is in the article. Chase Elliott, 10-7, all the right reasons, all the reasons Dale said, and all the other reasons. He hasn't won a road course yet, and this is what I've been wanting to talk about. You know, I've had this weird fear. Not really a fear, but just this notion that he's not going to win a road course this year. He got tired of hearing all the shit about ovals. So he went out and won some ovals. I think he's got it in him to win another oval. We still have a lot of ovals left, a lot of NASCAR racing left. I think he has it in him to win one of those oval races again. And I mean, but if he is fastest, the beauty about it for DFS is he should just easily just slap the shit and run shop, get a lot of points, rocking and rolling, through the S's, whatever you want to call it, over chicanes, and through the forest, over the river and through the woods, Watkins Glen. He should be able to lead a lot of laps. That's going to get you those laps led points.
Yeah, and as somebody who's nailed a lot of future bets already, the 2 bets I haven't gotten on the 5 or 6 futures I gave before the season started, I haven't gotten Kyle Busch's over 1.5 wins, or maybe 2.5 actually, and Brad Keselowski under 1.5 wins, which I think is a lock, right? Chase Elliott was on that list at over 3.5 wins, so he's already gotten that. But what I didn't expect is I thought a couple of those would have come on a road course by now.
Yeah.
I think that changes this week, and I think he gets his 5th win of the season at Watkins Glen. Last 3 finishes, all in the top 2, including 2 wins. Should have won last year, but just had so much adversity, he couldn't overcome it enough to catch Kyle Larson, finish 2nd. The guy has just been a road course machine. He carves through the field when he loses a track position. And now this weekend, it looks like he's going to have the track position starting out. So that's a dangerous combo. Chase Elliott starting top 3, starting top 5 at a road course he's been so successful at, and it was his first career win back in 2018. Consider all that, Chase Elliott for sure. Go ahead.
He's knocking.
I'm gonna give one more bet. So you go ahead and do another DFS. That way we kind of even out.
Yeah, we'll see if this one actually correlates this time.
Yeah.
Going to talk a little bit about the Red Dog, Tyler Raddick, another expensive play, 10-3 on DraftKings. Same reasons apply. The man has won the last 2 road course races that we have had on the schedule. The momentum is there. He is just ready. He's got the Road Dog, Red Dog energy. He is the Road Dog right now. It's the truth. And there's nothing that you can say to go against that data because it's real and it's factual. And another reason that we like him too is just because literally he is Red Dog. He is who he is. And so I want to have him on the betting card or in a DFS lineup almost any week because now that the wins have come, he's got that monkey off his back. It's just charisma flowing through him. All right? He's happy-go-lucky. He's ready. He's relaxed. We know he's in the playoffs. It's going to be a good day. I can't wait to see it.
He's had top 5 speed at every single road course race this year.
Yeah.
You look at Sonoma, he had issues there. I think he had something to break on the car, had a flat tire. Terrible finish, but it wasn't representative of the speed that he had. Circuit of the Americas was there battling for the win earlier in the year, and like you said, Indy and Road America was the best and won both of those races. So Reddick's got to be on the radar. I don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger just yet. I was kind of hoping they don't qualify super well. Maybe enhance the value around a 10-1, 8-1 potentially. I think for now, Hendrick is so due for a road course win, it's unbelievable.
As you say that, Tyler Reddick takes the top.
Really?
Tyler Red Dog Reddick takes the top. As we said that. Right there.
Austin Dillon qualified 5th. Larson's out.
And now I'm just going to go ahead and interrupt you because Austin Dillon at 6,500 in DFS was the last guy that I wrote about in my article. Man is here. The man knows what's up. 6,500 is a steal in DFS, literally 5th right
but now. He's going to qualify too high.
Kind of sucks. But, you know, it does.
I did not think Larson would miss the top 5. That is insane. Holy shit.
I'm a little depressed.
Wow.
I'm a little depressed. Hey, you know what? Good news. We have time for DFS. The salaries don't change. We can definitely add some notes after qualifying, something I was planning on doing. However, I mean, even if so, he usually finds a way. This
show is completely – except for Chase Elliott. I still love that. But everything else, fucked. Completely fucked.
Sorry. Well, hey, RCR boys, I wrote about both the guys in the article. I guess we gave them good energy. I was holding this crystal as I was writing.
Dude.
Like that.
That's tough. Well, maybe you need to hold a little bit more because
I hold it every week now.
Bets are falling apart.
We hold it every week. We have the power. We have talismans.
The last bet I wanted to give out was Daniel Suarez over Ryan Blaney. I feel like there's a lot of people I talked about it on Dale Center who may have disagreed with me on this. Ryan Blaney's been very inconsistent on road courses. Had a good run at Sonoma. Had a good run going at the Indy road course due to strategy, using track position and stage breaks to get up front. But when you look at raw speed, total raw speed amongst all the road courses in 2022, Daniel Suarez has been close to the top in that metric. So I'm taking the raw speed for an underdog in this matchup. We'll see what happens with practice and qualifying shaking out. I know Blaney was not great. Blaney did not qualify well. So considering that, Suarez might turn into the favorite depending on what kind of lap he turns in qualifying. So I think Daniel Suarez over Ryan Blaney is a great matchup, but like I said, this show is fucked. Who knows where that line's going to go? I have no idea. Suarez might shoot the bet in qualifying. They've kind of been inconsistent, but
hey, look, and
he was a dog to Blaney at -105, and I love that bet.
We love talking about dogs, not the actual animal, but just dogs in general.
I love dogs,
shout out
too.
to dogs. Shout out DAWGS.
Dog lover.
Except for Georgia. I don't really like that team. But, yeah, let's go ahead and just say this right now with DFS. It's also not a bad thing, too, because let's just say, hey, Austin Dillon qualifies 10th. Or let's say, hey, it's not over. He still gets kicked out. There's a lot more speed out there left.
Well, I think the only guy left to qualify in that group was Logano, so you might have to check on that.
Joseph? Okay, Kyle's at the tippy now.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so okay, that's right. Okay, all right. Yeah, fuck everything.
This show is not fucked.
So they don't do just like one lap. They can come back and run anytime they want.
Chase Elliott top.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Live as we go. Austin Dillon now 6.
Wait, so wow, okay. So they're going to have to put multiple laps because they're scared of guys being too fast.
They're a little nervous.
Blaney's 14th. Suarez is not in this group.
Hey, let's talk about Ricky Stenhouse right now up there in 12. What's up about old Ricky?
12th out of 20? That's not
12th
great.
12th out of 20.
Yeah.
Could be something. Shout out to Ricky. We love him. If we're going to go ahead and just say here, we talked about Alex Bowman. He was there.
Yeah.
Hendrick horses.
I've been talking about Hendrick all week, man. It's just their week to get it done. They're so due for a road course win. It's insane. Is this show fucked? I don't know. Now
Austin Dillon now to 7th. So this is good, guys.
Okay, all right, yeah.
No worries. DFS
I didn't
play.
even think that this was the qualifying format was different than on an oval.
It ain't over till it's over. All right, this show though probably should be over now.
Yeah. What are we at? 28 minutes.
Yeah, the show should be over.
I saw you looking down. Were you
I was trying to make sure it didn't fall.
Okay. Yeah. I thought the audio went off, and I was about to be very sad.
This is how you're hearing this.
We have a very tight window to get the show in, and I would be very disappointed. But
yep. Well, hey.
I'll recap my bets. I like Daniel Suarez over Ryan Blaney. I like Chase Elliott to win and for a top 3, and I like Chris Buescher down to 13-1.
Them cars be
13-1 or higher. I would put something on Chris Buescher. He's had winning speed at road courses before. Top 5 speed. There you go.
All right, and for me to recap it off, I'm going to use this thing that we use to record sound to tell you about the DFS plays once again. So at 10-7, Chase Elliott. At 10-3, Tyler Reddick. At 7-8, I believe, Chris Buescher. Right. And at 6-5, Austin Dillon.
I want everybody to just go to the comments and say this show is fucked.
Yeah, just say the show is fucked.
That way new people are like, what happened? What are we
Exactly.
doing?
I want you to go on Apple Podcasts, and I want you to say this show is fucked. But give it 5 stars.
Yes, please. And Scott McLaughlin tonight is your winner for the IndyCar race.
Yep. R. Pato. R.
Yeah, and I got money on some of these other guys, but I'm really high on Scott McLaughlin, and he's also staring at me. Take a picture of this just so we can show them what we were looking at.
I got a lot of devices.
I mean, this is like an intense stare down of a deformed, fucked up face because this banner is blowing so much.
That's going to be the pot art.
There you go. I like Scotty Mac. The thirsty threes.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Al Unser Jr. for the threes.
Boom. 92.
And Dale. Shout out to Dale Sr.
And Austin
Not
Dillon.
Him, Dale Sr. And Austin Dillon. Yes. Shout out to threes.
Threes all day.
All right, that's a show. I'm going to press the button now.
Press it.
All right, see you later.
It's the garage, guys. 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 It's the garage, guys.